What's up, everybody? It's Lids, and we're back for some more Witcher 2. And last time, we broke into Baltimore's old house and workshop and blew up a furnace and walked through it and got some additional details from him because of that, and it was all a little weird, not gonna lie. But it does mean that we now have additional clues to follow for the purpose of this quest. And it's a bit of a riddle, so I'm just gonna come out and say that it's probably not gonna make me look very smart, but maybe if we set the bar low, we still have an opportunity to stumble over it at some point today, and, you know, you'll finish walking away saying, you know, at least you did kind of do it. It won't be pretty, but I guess he did do it. That's the hope, I guess. That's the goal. So let's see. As for what exactly that riddle says... Oh, do we actually... Is it in here, or do we actually have an item? I think it might be an item in our inventory. The key... Yeah, the directions here. Okay. Start looking at the well, where loud echoes swell. Okay, so that's step one, is find a well. So... Oh, hold on. Here's a well. Loud echoes well, like in the inn. The inn/bar is very loud. That makes sense. Okay. So that's step one. We made it here. Oh, nah, I dropped the gloves, I think. Possibly. Maybe not. Now I've got them back, I think. Okay. Back to this, though. Okay, so you look at the well, take 10 paces toward the river. Where's... Huh? Hold on. This appears to be a well. It's maybe... Oh. Hold on. I totally forgot that this exists. We should probably check this out. Because, yeah, these are going to be side quests that we may have already done, because... We've talked to a lot of people already and done a lot of things already, but I totally ignored this. / didn't realize that it existed. By closing the mines, Baltimore considered dead. That's what we're working on right now. Investigator needed. Seek a specialist experienced in conducting criminal inquiries. Help solve a series of mysterious murders of young males, both elven and human. Generous reward awaits the individual who ascertains the identity of the perpetrator or perpetrators and metes out just punishment. For additional information, find me at the cauldron. Okay, that might be why we saw some mini-quest symbols on our mini-map when we were in the cauldron before. If I place bounty on the Harpy Queen, or as some call her, the Mother Harpy, be warned that the beastie is no nestling. Any would-be killer has shattered his teeth on her, so the fight will be difficult. Brave soul that rids us of this winged, you know, will not regret it. Cecil Burton. Okay. Okay. Yeah, the Harpy Queen is definitely news to us. We may have started the other things on that list. We haven't already learned everything we need to learn about harpies? Oh no, I was gonna say, we've killed so many harpies, surely we're good there already. Use harpy traps. Okay. We have not collected those or used them yet. But anyways, that's an aside. We will potentially end up coming back to that depending on how difficult and time-consuming this quest is. Here's the well. I'm assuming the river... I'm hoping that there is obviously a river here somewhere. See that there is another pool of water to the right. Doesn't look like a river on this map as much as it looks like a pond, but... So let's take 10 paces somewhere. Toward the river, right? Take 10 paces toward the river, then walk left and do not shiver. So if we're talking 10 paces toward the river, that would suggest that way. But I don't think we have enough room for 10 paces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, Okay. Brings us back to the notice board. Imagine that. Yeah, I'm already very skeptical that this is going to work. But let's see. We'll continue on as if that is correct. Skeptical as I may be. Meager 2/10 of paces. Does that mean 20? Or does that mean 2? I assume that means 20. Pass the gate in my good graces. Oh, wait. 2/10 of paces past the gate in my good graces. You don't say which direction that is. I assume that's this. Possibly. Doesn't look as much of a gate as much as I would think. You know, like the primary gate in town might be one of those things, but we'll give it a shot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're getting stuck here a little bit, which is probably throwing things off. Already lost track. This is like 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Oh, took a couple of extra steps there that may or may not have ended up being 20. Now, do we actually need to do the exact number of paces and all that stuff, or do we just need to end up in the right location? I guess that's maybe the primary question we should be asking us, because the first time I read through this, that was my thought process, was not so much, okay, how many steps are we going to take in which direction, as much as it was trying to figure out what these main gates and middle roads being safe really means, because that seemed like that might have been a bit of a shortcut towards our ultimate destination. Might be straightforward if we can, more straightforward, if we can cut out all the fancy stuff in the middle and just go straight to whatever it is we need to go to. Oh, also it's supposed to needs to be at noon? I don't know. So where are the cross? 2/10 paces. Theoretically, we kind of sort of just did that. The one that our safety keeps. Go where the crossroads patrons sleep. Now, that's just the inn. Unless there's some other place where patrons sleep. But I'm pretty sure that's the tavern. Is it not? Let me read that one more time. Make sure I'm not messing that up. Did the 2/10 paces for safety? Oh, or one that our safety keeps? Could that be Cecil, I believe, is the person who is the leader of town? Is he technically the one that keeps our safety because he's leader? Is he the crossroads patron? I don't know. That also seems... yeah, I don't know. Because he is rather far away from us at the moment. That's going to be a lot more than just 10 or 20 paces. I know it doesn't give us a set number of paces to follow here, but it would seem like it would be somewhere in a similar ballpark to what we were doing earlier.
There goes the PC.
That's the human enclave. I think no, he's not over here. Take that back. Is he on the other side of the castle? Possibly. Yes, I think so. Testing my memory here a little bit of the layout of town, but yeah, I think he is over here on the right. And this is right near where Baltimore's house is/was. Maybe that does make some sense? I don't know. Okay, so we've made it to his home. And again, I'm assuming this is wrong, but well, this probably will be wrong, but let's act as if it's correct. Every road you need to take, middle one is safe. There's definitely not 3 roads right now. So that already makes me feel as if we may not be going in the right direction, unless if we are 3. I don't know. Okay, we can't see his house specifically on the mini map. I was wondering if maybe there are 3 avenues that we can go down in his house. But my guess is that rather than doing that, there are kind of 3 avenues here, I think. Left being toward the mine. Or, well, or potentially 4, if you consider that where the craftsman people are being one route, that being another, that overhang-ish. Oh, actually, that, I should say, where we just came through by the castle, being another, and the mine being another. That's like, it's at least 4. There's also that door. I don't know. Let's try that door. If there's 5, then this would be the middle. Let's try this. Okay. So just humor me here, assuming that this is correct. And I think every step of the way, I'm getting more and more doubtful if that's even possible at this point. Heed and look for ingram signs, and you'll follow my design. Ingrams. Yahoo. Ingram. Looks like there. Oh. Potentially multiple routes for us to take here. Thought this ultimately led into the cauldron. I could be wrong there. Signs for us to follow, perhaps? Don't know if we're supposed to go through this door or the other door. Are we just totally off base here? Yeah, probably. Assuming that that was correct, and I don't even think we have anything to suggest that it was, should you choose to go right, you'll soon see someone in flight. At noon, this drowned soul points its shadow at your goal. Return right. I would suggest go here. Someone in flight! Turn right-ish. Again. Someone in flight. No. No, not really. So, in case it wasn't abundantly clear, I don't think we did that correctly. So, there is, of course, resorting to looking up how to do that, but I would rather not do that just yet. I think what I would prefer would be either trying to just figure out what that last place is and go there. The expedited methodology that I was describing before. Or maybe just give that another shot and see if there's something else along the way that we can mix up a little bit. Something that we might be able to interpret a little bit differently. Oh, the other thing, though, no, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to see... Like, for example, I was pretty sure that that was the right well, but could it be that we're actually supposed to use that body of water that is further to the right? In which case, what is the best way to get over there? That becomes my question.
Pale face, eyes like embers. He'd raised his hand and pointed a finger at them.
I'd rather rabbit dogs bite me in the arse than be pointed at by some wraith.
What happened then?
What do you think?
Hold on.
He ran
Pointed?
from the battlefield, fast as his legs would carry him. Lost his clogs on the way.
I'd run so fast I'd lose my head.
He hid behind the store, spent the night there. His hair turned grey as a dove's. Didn't live to see morning. His heart stopped.
God save us!
That almost sounded like the thing we were supposed to be looking for. Someone in, not grief, but someone struggling, and someone was pointing to the place where we were supposed to go. For a second there, I was like, did we somehow accidentally stumble upon it? Or is it the mine? past the... Oh. This is... maybe not a well, but it certainly does have water. And what was the other description that we got about it? That location? Something about it being loud? Where loud echoes dwell. Does that mean the inn, or does that mean this place? Maybe we can try this. 10 paces toward the river. I still don't know where the... Oh, wait. Can we actually get down there? See, there's a entryway over there. How do we make that happen? Hold on. Would that be our answer? That's intriguing. I don't think we've ever been down there, so I have no idea, and as you probably well know at this point, I am not the biggest fan of trying to navigate the various changes in elevation in this city. So I'm gonna try going downward first. You know, this is, I'm pretty sure, the very door that we were going down not long ago, or the door that leads to a stairway that we went down not long ago. That is not lost on me. But I think we have, potentially, a new objective here. Now, is it this door, or it might actually be... That is the door that we went through last time. Could it actually be the middle door? I thought there was one. It was part way up. This? Where does this lead? Oh! Is it through that door, which I'm pretty sure has always been locked? That would explain why we have never seen that lower area that has access to the falls or the water or whatever you want to call it. Oh! Have we not checked this stuff out? Is it all just relatively low quality crafting material? That maybe... I feel like on one occasion we probably went here, saw a single meteorite ore, and then moved on. The police from Baltimore's notes, that is what it says. I wish if you would, you know, maybe give me a little more direction. Originally, I thought that given how it said something about going through the main gate and all that stuff, or at least a gate, that ultimately we were going to end up leaving the city. So that was the other thing. And there certainly are multiple paths out here. So a middle road would seem fairly feasible. So humor me again for a minute here. I was wondering was the one that our safety keeps, go where the Crossroads patron sleeps. Could this be the Crossroads patron? I don't know.
Take care of yourself.
We're actually talking about where she sleeps. Presumably it would be there. Or maybe here. So maybe it's this. Then... every road you need to take. Middle one is safe. Every road you need to take, does that actually mean you need to go every route? I feel like that is a much too literal read. And I would think, my impression at least, as we take this place of power, would be there will be 3 roads here, which I'm pretty sure is true. And then we need to take the middle one. Burn Village, that would be left. Well... maybe more like 3 roads here? That'd be right? I don't know. I don't know. This will take us back toward the Harpy area. At least if we continue down that way. Oh, this is where I was thinking. So we have this... whatever this is. And we have road to the left, road to the middle, road to the right. If we go down the middle, that's the one where we need to go. According to that guy. According to the notes. If we do think that we actually found the right place. Even look for Ingrid signs and you'll follow my designs. If you choose to go right, you'll soon see someone in plight. I mean, the bird dude? At noon, this drowned soul points its shadow at your goal.
You're strange, but a good fellow nonetheless.
I'm strange.
Where are you headed?
Am I now? Am I now? There are definitely still harpies. That much is certain. Oh, following grid signs. It turns out that was correct. Would you believe it? I certainly was skeptical. Okay, so now I believe we will see the harpies slowly winding up this area here. Yep. Okay, so what are Ingrid's signs? I don't know exactly. But I would assume it will probably involve us going down here. There will be more harpies to continue. And we'll need to fight simultaneously that we might otherwise have been able to take on one by one. But I'm getting a little excited here. So let's get to it. And maybe not completely get overwhelmed. Ideally. I'm not taking as much damage as I would have thought from those guys. Now, stop kicking me. Still more harpies coming up the mountain? Where she comes? I would have thought. Oh, I just remembered. Did not do anything to dump inventory when we were last in town. Which was absolutely a mistake. Because we knew we were right on the cusp. What is this? Right on the cusp of... Oh god! It's the Birdman's, nose? Fake nose? Whatever you want to call it. Plus 1 vitality, 1 armor. Damage dealt to humans, 1%. Bonus damage on signs, 1. So it looks like it's mostly a joke. Does it actually give us the nose if we use this? Okay, hold on. We do need to give it a shot, right? Yes, it does. That is fantastic. We are still carrying too much weight, though. And it is still worse than the other trophy that we were previously using. So what can we actually get rid of? How about our 7.9 pounds of twine? That seems like something that, we might not need quite that much of. Maybe that's just me. Again, it is a crafting material, and I think that when we do use it, we will need it in some quantity. But I'm assuming not quite that much quantity, and it's not going to be like, I do recognize that we have 36.5 pounds of harpy claws, but I feel like that actually has some value, and we should sell it at some point. Whereas the twine, I didn't look terribly closely, but I think is worth less per pound. Harpy feathers, oh my god, we have 1,269 orens worth of harpy feathers. That is absurd. To give you, yeah, all in all, we probably have about 2,000 orens worth of harpy-based items, so that's pretty ridiculous. We do have enough inventory wiggle room now. We can theoretically, okay, maybe we cannot theoretically continue to pick things up. I take it back. We might need to be a little more aggressive here in terms of what we do and do not opt to drop. Timber, I don't even remember what it is that we need timber for. I think it's a crafting item. Leather is, actually, that might be the heaviest, or the least efficient price per weight wise. I think that is probably something that we ought to do a lot of dropping. And again, something that I suspect that we'll be able to find a lot of in the future. So, shouldn't be terribly concerned. So, hello? Hello? Is there anyone there? Is it you? It's probably you. So we'll use the Birdman's nose, at least for the time being. Stick with the theme while we're fighting harpies. Maybe they'll accept us as one of their own. I also think actually having this place of power is somewhat significant. Don't remember specifically what this one does, but I assume since it has a sword on it, then it means we're dealing more damage. Did see... Really? We have to wait for this guy to come around? Whoa, okay. Or you guys. I mean, I do remember that we fought some harpies here one or two of the previous times when we went in this direction. At this point, we've been here many a time before. This really should not be coming as a surprise to us. These harpies are getting in each other's way. Hold on. Just a second here. This is a normal one. One behind it is not. I've learned that the telltale sign of what is technically a normal harpy and not a normal harpy is not the coloration as much as it is what is on their hands there. Basically, how many dreams have they captured? As you see here, this one has the icy stuff around its arm, and maybe I called that out a little too late for you to take notice of it, but the normal harpies do not have that, and the Solano harpies, I believe, have that on both hands. So I will attempt to loot these guys. I think we dropped enough leather. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we dropped a whole lot of leather, so we should have enough wiggle room. So what I'm wondering is, could Baltimore's whatever, I don't even know what it is that we're technically looking for, could it actually be that chest that we've ran into on a couple of occasions and thought, what is it that we actually need to get this thing open? Supposedly some kind of key, but I don't think we have a key. Oh wait, we do have a key. What am I saying? We picked up Baltimore's key. Okay, I know exactly where we're going. Duh. I saw your shadows. Yeah, forget about your cryptic hints. I know where you hid this thing.
You stink.
We have been here many times before. Are there more? Yes, there are. So I suppose, under ideal circumstances, we might have started this quest up a little bit earlier, so that we could have fought these harpies, or fought the harpies and do the whole dream side quest, or main quest, really, place of power quest, while also looking for Baltimore's secrets. I think that might have been the last harpy. Will there be more when we unlock the chest? There very well could be. So it's up here. I will save before we do it, just in case. Yep, come on, come on. Go to the right, according to... What? What? We picked up the stuff there. But what else? Oh, we got a runic key. Should you choose to go right, you'll soon see someone in flight. Apparently that's where we are in this. We jumped all the way down to like the third to last one, and then should you choose to go right, you'll see someone in flight. So right would be like down there again? Go right. According to Baltimore's note. See, the problem is, right Depends on the direction in which you are facing when you initially say, right? Oh, it must be this, right? And then there's a place of power here. We didn't know what it was at the time, or there's something here we didn't know what it was. This thing? What happens when we see the person in flight? Because I do see there's a dead guy here. That much is, I suppose, kind of true to these notes. At noon, this drowned soul points its shadow towards your goal. I think it's this. Okay. Special rock. Unless this is not our dude in flight. There's a place of power right here. That's the harpy nest that we went through.
My medallion.
So, is it right here instead? I mean, this is the place where Geralt was always like, magic or danger. No, that's not an entrance or anything like that. Again, with the whole go right thing, I kind of think those were horrendous directions. Because, well, as I said, it depends which direction you're facing. Are we assuming that we are facing this direction because we were opening up the chest? In which case, that is right. In which case, that would seem to be our person in flight. Although I would have thought that person would be living. Versus shadow pointed. At noon. It is close to noon. It almost seems like he's pointing back this way. Is it this thing? This somewhat special looking rock?
Medallion's telling me something.
I'm with you, Geralt. But you need to go one step further than that and tell me what the heck I'm supposed to do. Because I see this is supposedly a place where we're supposed to go. Does it actually need to be noon? It looks like it is roughly midday, based on how it is very sunny, and I see the sun on the map, suggesting that it is morning. Is it actually... is the sun directly overhead? That would suggest that it is noon. I don't know. The quest also has not updated anything. It did not say anything like, oh, you successfully went right. Well done. Now, granted, we did skip, like, a bazillion things to get to this point.
Medallion's vibrating.
You're killing me here. Does that mean it's somewhere further up? Hold on. Feels like it's getting brighter. If anything, it seems like we're getting closer to noon. There's the sun. It is not technically directly overhead. Am I overanalyzing that way too much? Yeah, probably, but...
My medallion.
have we not established that this is a very strange set of directions that we are working from here? Is it here in the middle? Is it here by that thing? Is it... you have to do something to all of these oddly marked rocks? Should I resort to the Googles now that we've made it 90% of the way there? Yes, I know, magic or danger, haha, very funny. Do I explode this thing? Hold on, what does it say we do, if anything, when we reach our final destination? Did the runic key actually tell us anything? No. Should you choose to go right, you'll soon see someone in flight. At noon, this drowned soul points its shadow at your goal. We don't know what our goal is or what we're supposed to do when we actually get to said goal. So... like, that? Is that what we do? Not actually gonna go in the Harpy Cave, but are we supposed to go in the Harpy Cave? Put that thing up. Just to make sure. I'm telling you, man, noon is coming.
Medallion again.
It's gotta be this. Otherwise, Geralt would not be making such a big deal about it. Right? Surely? Although I would have thought that if this was the correct place, we would have gotten the yes, you successfully went right update. Why is going right so difficult? Okay. Being star type thing? I don't think that has anything to do with this, although that is somewhat prominent and seemingly, perhaps, maybe, possibly notable. I don't know. I think, for your sake, I'm gonna resort to the Googles. Because I feel like we're almost there, but in the interest of not walking around in circles for an hour, probably worth making sure we're doing the right thing and just wrapping it up from here. Okay, I'm back, and I think it appears as though, despite all the many things that we've seen in this area that might suggest that there could be something here at some point or another, the whole magic or danger stuff, apparently that is a bit of a false alarm. And it seems as though we are actually supposed to head back up and go in the direction that we came from. Is that, some Harpy loot? More Harpy loot? More Harpy loot. Apparently this is right, so, you know, sorry, but my apologies for not recognizing that going and winding up left and right several times actually qualifies as going right. Supposedly we go back up this way. And through here. This is the extent to which I looked at things. So, hello troll people, maybe don't have our sword drawn. Send the wrong message. Hello. Goodbye. I think we're supposed to go through here. Harpy it up a little bit.
Wonder how many.
I notice we're dealing a little less damage than we were before. That may be because we lost our place of power. Was, I believe, an attack damage bonus. So it is possible we're using our steel sword. I think this is still more damage than we would have done on our steel sword. There are a lot of you here. Okay, another one down, though. Ow. I tried to get all clever there and deflect. Not sure how successful that really was. Now bring on waves and waves of more Harpy loot. It will surely weigh us down. It does surprise me that the Harpies on occasion have just plain old horns. That's supposed to mean that they were robbing the odd passerbys of their orns. Were Necker's fighting Harpies in this location last time we were here? Not this time, though. Yeah, so this is totally right. By right, I mean the rightward direction, because totally reasons. I guess, like, if we look over this edge in a second, which I'll do for you once we finish fighting these guys, could sort of argue that, in a weird way, this is quote-unquote right. But, you know, that's ignoring the fact that we had to loop all the way around to get up here to begin with. Okay. Now, like here, for example, is this where we actually go right? Let me see where we are on the minimap. Guessing this is the right we're looking for. There is a boat. I don't think we've seen this boat before. When we saw a previous boat, it said there might be more boats. I think we're onto something. Secret entrance? Oh, yes. You couldn't slip that one past me. I am curious what else is over here. Could it be? Find the treasure beneath Loch Moyne. When you have it. What? Now we're carrying too much weight. We resolved this quest from... I think that was back in the previous chapter. What is this? Reasons for the expedition's failure. My guess is, yeah, this is mostly just a continuation of the quest that we started back in Flotsam. For the Supreme Council of Mages, ooh, we've seen a lot, or the mages do a lot of weird things. Particularly now we know Sheila, but I suspect, I don't think I said this last time, but I was thinking it, that yes, Sheila is obviously doing something very off now, because she's supposedly working with Letho very directly, might even be in charge of all that. But that might explain why we've also seen our Witcher medallion going crazy when we've talked to Philippa and Philippa's understudy, whose name currently eludes me, Cecilia? Yes, Cecilia, who also was possibly a spy, but maybe that was all some coordinated effort to sabotage Ilfgard and ultimately everyone else too. I don't know. Our discoveries went well, or did I read the whole thing? The research and exploration conducted in Loch Moyne has produced surprisingly good results. Our discoveries went well beyond simple valuables and historic items. Namely, we unearthed a relic that belonged to a member of the First Conclave. I believe that's the first group of witches and sorceresses? Maybe? Fools accompanying me on this journey have no notion of the significance of this find. The item is simply too important to land in a dark storeroom of faculty of history. As a spiritual successor of the first mages, I hereby claim ownership of it, in my own name as well as yours. The find is bound to cause a fuss. Thus, I request your support and the appropriate lobbying at Foltest Court. Oh, this was recent, though. I mean, despite the fact that this looks like this has been here for a very long time, the fact that they are referencing Foltest does suggest that this did not happen an eternity ago. I also assume that we probably picked up some other valuable things there. I didn't really pay attention to what specifically those things might have been. Human trophy waste. Ugh. Could we perhaps drop more of things like leather? I suppose that we could. Oh, we're just barely overweight. Okay. So now we should be good. So I didn't really expect us to run into that. Oh, that looks like the mist. I'd love to see where on the map we are right now, but apparently that is too much to ask. Okay. So that's very cool. But go to the right, according to Baltimore's notes. Surely this is the place, right? Okay, let's save. Yeah, this whole place is probably crawling with places of power. Herbs. That beaver cap? It looks like that is the primary thing we're looking for here, but I'm trying to also do a little bit of preemptive reconnaissance, because I expect that this will not be the only thing that we find in here. And I've granted, maybe that fiery cauldron is not the most important thing. Maybe that is the only thing remaining, but I suspect we might have someone to fight in here. Also, we picked up that Falchion, which... Is that any Good, or should we just drop this thing? It has a fancy name. I have heard of that before. It is a general type of weapon, type of sword, but does not seem to be particularly good. So we will take all this, and
I knew you were hiding something from
Yep.
me, Witcher.
I wasn't
Hello
the
there.
only one to hide something. Baltimore's notes state that the Master will return from the grave to meet with you.
Nobody returned from where we sent him.
oh
Just
dear.
admitted to murder.
Aye, but what of it? No one beside you knows, and you'll not leave here alive. Get
Is
him,
that so?
lads!
Nobody takes on... Oh, okay, well, this is like a terrible place in which to be stuck here. Nobody takes on Bird-Nose Geralt and lives to tell the tale. Sorry, Thorak. We should be using our steel sword. I would love to get out of that corner. There we go. Now we can put this back on. Oh, I didn't really mean to dash there for the second one. It does seem that the Quen is shocking multiple people. It's an encouraging sign. It does stun them, giving us the opportunity to sneak in a hit or two. Stop blocking me! Now this were 1v1. Oh, can we actually mind control one of you? That'd be amazing. Aha! Your will is weak. But also, you picked a bad place to do this because it's rather hard to... Well, was going to be rather hard to sneak past, but now it is just you that we have. Now I think we can use a much different approach. We can just do the classic 1v1 strategy that we used against Letho, that being blast you with art signs until you are no more. Oh, you have a lot of ore there. And Hunter's armor? Diagram of Hunter's armor? Yes, I know we are now overweight, but I think we just got some good stuff there. I mean, iron ore is just iron ore. That's nothing particularly special. Did the other person drop anything cool, though? Or did they quite literally drop nothing? Because I'm, at least as of this moment... Oh, here it is. No, that's the falchion that we dropped. Okay. Maybe I'll just do another double check soon hereafter. But I think we figured all that stuff out. We successfully took out the people who, well, we successfully solved the mystery that Baltimore created, trying to hide his secrets, and I suppose maybe the Hunter's armor is the key piece there that other craftsman stole, presumably, along with whatever valuable meteorites and things of that nature that we just picked up. Hunter's armor, silver ore, yellow meteorite, moon rune, fire rune, earth rune, beaver cap. Now this is the key here. Getting the beaver cap. Unfortunately, it doesn't appear so we can wear it. But anyways, I am surprised that we succeeded there. Yes, I mean, did maybe possibly resort to a little bit of Googling, but just a small component. And ultimately, we did actually succeed at cutting through a lot of the initial steps in that puzzle, and miraculously, we got it done. So, hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I'll catch you in the next one.